Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sonny here. And been a little lazy this week, didn't get it up when I should have, but here it is, episode 7 of Spider Noir. Now, we open with Silvermane returning to the bar where Cat works, where she learns the place burned down, they didn't find what they were looking for, and it was all just a big bust. Then he sends his 3 henchmen to instill upon the mayor just who runs this town. So they go to the campaign headquarters, break in, scare everybody, and leave with all the campaign money. That's right. Stacks of it. Now, Kat, she goes to Ben's office. Has been there in days. Janet thought they had left together. She was kind of happy about it. But when she finds out Ben never showed, and that's not like him, especially after he gave her a wad of cash. Again, he's frugal. He only spends it when he has to. And if he's giving her a big wad, that means he knows he's not coming back. So she calls Robbie. Well, Ben is at this moment currently getting wasted at a bar, knocking back whiskey. I'm assuming whiskey. Could be gin. No, it was dark colored. I'll go with whiskey or scotch. And these guys come in, kind of, working class, stock workers types, flush with cash. Seems Silvermane's men are just giving the cash out, telling them to vote for the mayor's opponent. They're just throwing it away, basically. And then they start talking about the spider, which upsets Ben, and he starts to argue with them. But then he really doesn't. He just gets made more fun of, so he leaves. But he's still angry. So he puts on his spider mask and goes back inside. And we get a hellacious fight. Lots of wastes most of that bar furniture. And most of the guys end up webbed to walls and ceilings. And then the bartender, being a clever man, just starts giving him drinks for free. And that's where Robbie finds him. And he also finds that Ben's contemplating downing this antidote he got from the lab. Ben takes it away from him. Gets him out. They end up sitting on a bench in the park. Sans mask. Ben tells him everything that happened. And then he gives him a little pep talk. And kind of gets him to see, eventually, he doesn't do the spider because he wants accolades. He does it because he is deep down a good man. He's not sure about that, but he's too drunk to argue. So, gets back to Ben's place, office, where he blurts out to Janet, explaining where he's been and what's been happening, that he's the spider. Yeah, she knows. And we get like a little montage of her walking into his office at different times. He's blitzed drunk, hanging off the ceiling or wearing the mask. Going, I'm the spider. It's a really funny scene. He's a little upset about the fact they never told him that she knew, because Robbie knew that she knew, and she's like, I didn't want you to worry. You got enough on your plate. Then back at Kat's apartment, Flint tells her it's over. Look, maybe if there had been a cure, maybe. Now, no. And he's seen her with Ben at the theater, their place. It's over. Well, Ben makes up 4 syringes. 3 for the henchman, 1 for him after he's gotten them cured. That's his plan, anyways. Then they hear there's a ruckus in Harlem, so they head down to Harlem. Both Robbie and Ben. And Robbie tries to talk to Lonnie. They're giving out whiskey and guns to people. Vote for the mayor's opponent. And there's some crooked cops down there too, keeping an eye on things. The mayor's power is diminishing as, you know, it seems Silvermane's got the better of him right now. Anyway, Robbie tries to talk to Lonnie to tell him they've got a cure, but he doesn't want to listen to anything Robbie has to say. So the spider swings in and they have a bit of a fight, and he comes up behind him and tries to jab Lonnie in the back of the neck with a syringe, but it just bends the needle and it goes like willy-nilly. Invulnerable skin. So he's knocking the spider all over the place. The spider drops another syringe when he tries to pull it out. And just as Lonnie's going to deliver the killing blow, Robbie comes up and if you're squeamish, you might want to skip this part of the episode because he jabs him in the eye socket. Doesn't get directly in the eye, but in this area, and injects him. So he pulls that out, then goes through the convulsions, and he's cured. Well, the police are going to turn and start beating up the spider, but Lonnie and Robbie save him, and they get out in, a car. They grab a car. And they go back to Robbie's place where they let the spider recuperate. He was so exhausted, he couldn't even, he ran out of web fluid. Probably needs, I'm assuming he needs to replenish it periodically with liquid, drinking water and stuff to keep his system up. Anyways, Lonnie's kind of perplexed. Why would he do this for him? Cure him. Something he's always wanted. And now he's not going to die, and it's because he's a good man, whether he wants to admit it or not. So Lonnie shakes hands with Robbie and tells him he thinks he's going to go visit his mother. And he walks off. Now, there are 2 empty syringes there. Some of the mayor's men grab one, Silvermane's men grab the other. They both go to those 2 groups, tell them what they saw. The mayor's unsure of what all this means, but he thinks he's going to need to get whatever's left in that syringe analyzed, as does Silvermane when he hears about it. And then we also see Cat and Flint share a look. Maybe they can have a future together. And that's where we end things, as we're going to be heading into the climactic final episode. Good episode, good fight scenes, good character progression. Spider's finally coming to admit he is a hero, something he's never admitted before. And although Cage does spend most of the episode drunk, basically. Come to think of it, most of the time he's the Spider in this season so far. He's always been a little drunk, so he's always been a little off kilter. Wonder if when we come into the final episode he'll be a little less inebriated. I have to wait and see, but yeah, good next to last episode. Everything is set up now for a big conflict, which I think we're all looking forward to. Well, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.